Good morning, beautiful people. How are you today? It's also weekend and it's Saturday today, 23rd of January 2021. So I'm going to talk today about purpose vs money. Which one is the important, you think? I always thought that the money is important. Money brought happiness, which is correct also. But if you trade the money with your purpose, you will lose the happiness at the end of the road. I'm now 42 years old. I've been working since I was 13, and most of my life I spent like to work for the money, you know. You can work for to spend on food, to spend on my outgoings, to buy clothes, snacks, electronics, devices, game consoles, TV. I'm a person who loves electronics, you know. Whatever is new, I'm there buying it. Like my first laptop was a Sharp brand. The brand was Sharp, Japanese brand, and it was in '96, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it didn't even have a colored monitor. It was monochrome, for those of who remember that old days. It didn't have any hard disk. It has just double floppies, double density. So I'm from that generation. Whoever remembers that, leave a comment if you remember what I'm talking about, or if you know what I'm talking about. So all I was doing since I was 13, I was working, spending on snacks, spending on electronics. So my purpose was to work to get more money. So after a couple of years, of course, from a teenage, when you become an adult, I started going to parties, restaurant, friends, going outs, all the stuff that a teenage goes through, you know, and an adult goes through. So, but I'm gonna focus on the money vs purpose. So the purpose of working was for me to get enough money at the end of the week or the end of the month, if it's salary or getting paid weekly. Where I'm from, we used to get paid weekly. So waiting for the Saturday afternoon, we used to work Saturday till noon. So waiting for Saturday afternoon to get the money and start spending them. So till Monday, I was like half broke. So all the purpose was to work till Saturday, Sunday, burn that money. But now it's totally different when you find your purpose. I didn't find my purpose at my early ages, so I had to go through some difficult experiences, and I have to pay really high prices for what I've been through. So let's get back to the point that my point of working was based on the amount of salary or the weekly that I was going to be paid. So the next time I found, actually I worked there for long years, but the next business that paid me more, let's say 20 or 30% more what I was getting, I was ready to move, you know, because the only motivation was the money. But now I'm different. I became a different man. It took me years to understand the purpose, to find out my why. you know, when I get into business, let's say one of the companies that I went in, okay, I was working behind the desk and hoping to get a better position in the company. So the chances that I have is to get more money was to replace someone else in the company, you know, to go one step up. If I was in the office, to be promoted to be a supervisor or the responsible for that department. So either somebody had to leave the job, get sick, or God forbid die, or travel to or find another job for the other person. So this position will be available for somebody else from the same department. So my chances were little to be promoted and get more paid. So now what I do is I found my business model, which is the opposite. And you know, when you're in an environment where you're trying to show yourself, prove yourself in a company so that they notice you and you get promoted or something, the people around you will start getting jealous. They will try to crush you, you know, or show the boss that he's not worthy. The competition starts in a nasty way when they feel that you're full of energy and you want to accomplish something, or you're after a position or something. Things become nasty and people will try to hurt you instead of helping you. In the business model that I am now, it's the real opposite of that 180 degrees, 360 degrees, call it whatever you want. The biggest guy in the company wants the smallest one in the company to success. So it's a different mentality and I adore that. I'm building my own business. I'm not an employee anymore. I started this business as a side hustle, as a part-time, besides of my morning day job, let's say. But I found that I can do much better, I can grow much faster because the community is great. The system is wonderful and there are many chances to grow, not just wait for the other people to quit or get lucky or learn politics, you know. Sometimes to get a better position in a company, it can be your race, it can be your religion that makes the difference between you and other employees. Yeah, so you have to learn politics to, maybe you're not a hard worker, but you have a good approach to convince people or to show other people that they are bad and you're better. So if you're good at politics, you may be very successful in your corporate world, in the corporate business world, where, yeah, but that's not my case. So that's not my purpose in life. Purpose is not money. Purpose is to grow, to be happy, to help other people understand and grow. In the corporate world, in a regular business world, people, the boss or the people above you who are managing you or supervising you or whatever it is, call it as you wish, they try to keep you in your position, do your whatever you're doing 100%, and that's it. They don't want you to grow because you become a risk to them. But in my world, in my business, if I help people, if I teach people, I will grow more, they will grow more, We raise each other up, and that's something really wonderful. I love what I'm doing because in the journey also I'm documenting, as I said, all these videos, so I can show, I can prove that this module is really worth it, because it connects you to people, it lets you love people, it lets you help people instead of getting jealous of them. Yeah, especially we need connection in these days that we're full of corona and social distancing, and we are becoming so unattached, disattached from each other. So let's stay connected. Choose your purpose. Choose a business that has a purpose on the long run. You know, it's like choosing between in one of his videos, Simon Sinek says, he's one of the great leaders I love to listen to. He says the purpose should not be the fuel, like he's telling the fuel is the money and the car is the purpose. So if you have fuel but you don't have a car, you go nowhere. So let your purpose be having the car, building that car up piece by piece. Then you will get the gas, you will find the people around you who will supply you with that gas, and you can drive with them to the destination that you all want. So thank you very much. Say Amen. Goodbye.